Well, opening up what I'm hoping will be the last gameplay video here. Who knows though. Lolane got hit with an early random event on hull damage, doing another point to him. Terrible. Taylor went on, found himself a Spanish ship, unflagged but nearest Spanish port, that was too much for him to handle, and he took a damage. No crew hit there. He's looking to try to find some way to win before, say, Lolane, who has very little invested in this at this point, gets knocked out of the game. Well, we had a random event after Baker moved up to blockade Lolane here, which means he's gone down 2 crew points. He's in a lot of trouble there. Then we're going to have an interception here. I haven't dealt with that yet. But we had a random event come up. This is a rare one. Earthquake. We're going to find ourselves a random port and destroy it. That's port 44. Got too many of these numbers covered. Is that over? It's got to be over here. 42, 43. Oh no. Oh, there goes New Providence. Uh-oh. Alright, does that oust him? And what happens here? Everyone in it's dead too. Alright, that's the end of the game. Let's do Lolane got killed by an earthquake. Well, that's impressive. I've never seen that happen, and I've certainly never seen a game end that way. But I've never seen anybody get hit by an earthquake either and killed in it. I've seen a random port get hit. So Taylor, let's take care of his interception. He's going to try to get away. This isn't going to make a difference to who wins the game. He's got a +1 on the die roll. He slips away again. All right, well, that was fast and unexpected. And, you know, I mean, that was an extreme example, but the game often does kind of end all at once, and you say, hey, what's happening? On the other hand, sometimes it just drags and drags and drags, and you're sitting there, and you can't do anything because your turns just aren't coming up or whatever. So those are a lot of factors to keep in mind in here. The pace, the feel of the game. Sometimes it feels like it ends real quick. Sometimes, usually it ends with somebody dying. What happens if somebody has not retired with net worth is whoever has the highest net worth kicking around wins, which is kind of an interesting situation. Quite often you have someone who's doing quite well begins targeting someone rather than retiring. That way, if someone passes him, they can keep going. In this case, though, this was just such an extreme amount of money. I mean, you can see there's other people who manage. LeBoo's, he's getting up there, and Taylor, but they had to spend the whole game, you know, to get that lucky break, and it's still a lucky break. And this one was just tremendous, 3,000. No way not to bank that if you can. It's just, you're too likely, even if you stash your net worth, to have your pirate lost under those circumstances. Alright. Not a lot to say here about, you know, the wrap-up of the game beyond that. I know there's almost no video used here. I almost want to link this and make the part of the review, but with the 2D6 stuff, I like to keep the reviews separate. And also even on BGG, I like to mark them as a review now when they're formally that. So I'll clean this up and come back and chat some about my overall impressions of the game.